Man, that jam. Where did that jam come from? What a crazy jam. Crazy, crazy jam. What did you think?
Thought it was pretty crazy.
You thought it was. No, I was alright. We got in some fun spaces. That's for sure. It's like more reverb than me. Okay, let me dial this in. Let's dial this in. Let's dial this in. This room's too big. This room's too big. This room is too big. It's way too big. Let's turn it up. All right. Is this? Let's turn that down. Let's turn this down. Turn that down. All right. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out. Sorry we didn't communicate more doing the jam, but we're short on, all. We could have more devices, I guess. But we don't have more devices tonight. We just have these devices.
All right.
Yeah, that was good. That was not good what you did. Yeah, stop it. Man, so just to break it down, I've got this Akai controller sitting here, but I didn't even use it. But it's Bluetooth, and I usually use it.
Key jingles.
Why's your key jingling, Mr. Jing Jang Jingler?
I should have had these on the jam.
Should have, could have,
Should've,
but you would have if you did, but you didn't.
That's right, dude. I didn't. Yeah. Why did you just say what I said?
But I don't have to.
Anyway, so shout out to Xylo Drones.
Xylo Jones, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
And Zerpa.
Zerpa?
Zerpa.
Is that Zerpa? The
Yeah.
Zerpa we know named Zerpa?
Yeah, it's the Zerpa
That's
we
the
know.
Zerpa, sir?
It's the Zerpa we know.
That's the Zerpa we know.
Yeah. I'm sorry, local radio caller. We are on the air, but also on the air on our online stream as well. So we unfortunately cannot take your call.
Can't take it.
Can't take it.
We can't take it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
But we know you're there. We see you, and we're really happy you're calling right now and trying to talk to us about something. And, you know,
It lets us know, that
You
you're
know.
there.
Mhm. We
We'd
see-
like to know.
It's the flashing light of happiness in this room.
Makes us happy.
Oh, you stopped. You stopped
They
calling. Okay, well,
And so I was using Animoog all night, if anybody was wondering, is what I was doing. All the weird synthesizer sounds I was making was coming from the Animoog on a now antiquated 4S.
hold up. Let me try to get some footage of this.
You want to get some footage of this? I can just plop it over there. I mean, this is what I was doing. I was using this
All right,
thing.
Yeah, I'll just pop it over there.
It's an old 4S. I say old, but
Man, should we just take this call? Let's take this call. We're taking you, caller. We're gonna KBF.
KBF. This is a perfect glitch.
Well,
Oh, you was liking the jam.
yeah.
Well, we're warming it up for you. Well, that's cool, man. We appreciate that call. For sure.
Yeah, thank you for calling.
Well, that's pretty cool, man. Thanks for calling in. Well, we're gonna get back to. We're gonna try to get this music queued up.
Yeah, thank you all those streamers for,
That was
you
a
know,
live jam. You can find us on YouTube.
chatting and
On
stuff.
YouTube. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad there's more people. When you do these shows, you don't always meet the other shows, but thanks for calling. All right, man. Well, thanks for calling. I'm gonna get back to it. All right. Yeah, you good, man. All right. Bye. Yeah, that was a cool call in.
Yeah, we tried to get that voice on there, Zerpa. Were you saying that you sent us a whisper for some links in the chat screen? Well, I'll have to check them out later because we're not even in the Twitch app. We're streaming from
Wait, are we
Streamlabs.
being given links?
Yeah.
Or are we supposed to be given links?
I don't know. What are these links, Zerpa? Do I need to look at these links right now? Or do I need to talk about them on the air? Oh, they're Discord links. Okay.
That's cool. And so on the other phone,
On the other phone.
is Elastic Drums. It's a pretty cool app. Might be the coolest app I've been able to find. I can load samples into it real easy from my Google Drive account. It's easy. It's pretty awesome app. It's like $8. Do it. Get elastic drums.
Do it right now. Throw the money at them.
You see the sequencer? Right there. Sequencer right there. Knobs. You can use a MIDI controller and it does 8 macros just like an Ableton. Done. Same 8 knobs work for everything you touch, so you don't have to do but just map 8 knobs. Map some pads. Bada bing, bada bang.
Bada bing, bada bang.
I highly recommend it. It's a fun app and you can just make it yours. It's just real basic. It's clean. I wouldn't call it basic. It's just clean. So yeah, that's an iPhone 8. We're having fun with. Streaming with a 6S.
Yep, streaming
Got a 4S synthesizer.
Yep.
And an 8
Yep,
drum machine.
For anybody out there that's streaming and uses Streamlabs on the desktop, it works pretty well for the phone. So, as long as you don't have 2 of an old phone, but it works pretty well.
And I run both of those phones into this cheap little iRig mixer that definitely gets the job done. But it likes to pick up interference sometimes and stuff.
That's our only problem with it, is that it definitely likes to interfere with our business. Like that.
With a business. But yeah, it's got this nice little DJ mixer. It's tiny. You can see how tiny it is. Like.
So what's up next? What else we got? What else we got?
Is it Christmas?
What?
The chaos pad. We were using the chaos pad.
Yeah.
That was fun. This is fun. It does glitchy stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't want to be still.
No, that's the one thing about the chaos pad I will say that why it didn't get the full star review on me is it doesn't like the balance in an unbalanced situation on top of another.
Yeah, you want to use
thing.
tiny light cables too. But as you
I'm
notice,
just joking. That was a dumb joke.
If you notice, I'm just using this batteries with this. That's cool, right? Just batteries.
Yeah.
And then, I'm not trying to get super loud, but I got this guy. It runs a USB cable. Right there, USB cable. Why are you making a poppity pop?
I don't know why it's making a popping sound.
It's a USB cable in there, so that means that it's being ran off this power bank. So if you run like phones and everything off power bank, it eliminates a whole lot of background hum versus plugging things into the wall. So the mixer is running off power bank, the phone's running off power bank. That helps a lot. And this is the cool thing right here, this iRig. It sends MIDI to Treadlock.
Yeah, to this Korg Volca FM.
Yeah,
synth.
you can even see that red light flash, and it's sending MIDI out.
And then there it is, receiving it right there. Bam.
Right there.
Little light flickers to let you know you're getting it.
Yeah,
That's the Korg Volca FM.
Yeah, so.
Super awesome.
But the phone is getting MIDI. That phone is getting MIDI from this phone over Wi-Fi. So it's like Wi-Fi from this phone to the other phone, and that phone runs a cable to this synth box using that interface. We're just doing a whole thing. Right now, aren't we?
Yeah, that's right, Xylo Drones. We can take this just about anywhere and jam. We're trying to minimize a few other things of how we're getting some of the routings down, but yeah.
Yeah, so the whole concept was to create a mini mobile.
We're looking at this mixer for getting the audio better, having a better way of getting the audio into our phone, which is the Roland Go mixer. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah. We're looking at the Roland Go mixer really hard because we tried going really small with the, if you see the Yamaha mixer, we tried a bunch of smaller mixers and
it's got a lightning, connector to it. It just like hooks right up to your phone. It's got like several ins and outs.
The Roland Go. Yeah, we tried other mixers and it's just like you get a lot of interference. You kind of have to just go with a studio mixer. We just have so Roland or like Yamaha is really good for
that's totally the idea. Xylo Drones is to have all of this in our backpacks
and just be
able to pop it out, and and go with it. And the mixer we use down here at the station definitely wouldn't be a part of it.
Yeah, but it's
Because we would do everything off batteries, so that way we wouldn't have to rely on a power source.
Yeah, it is. I think it's like a 12 volt too, so I don't think you could upscale it.
But
off
if we
something.
were ever busking somewhere, and there was a place that had a power port,
Well, see, the main thing
you
is
can always do cool stuff. The main thing is
me
that
and
it's all
me and
small.
Treadlock only need this thing. See, this thing.
Right.
What's cool about this thing is if you see on the front, it's got this cool other analog mono input. You see the guitar mic
for a mic
input.
or a guitar.
So yeah, it does. You can't get it. Yeah, you can see the guitar jack right on the front of it. So it's 3 channels. It's the stereo in left side, the stereo in on the right side, and a mono input. So we can hook up his synthesizer to the analog input, and then my 2 phones. And then that's the whole setup. Could just go through the mini mixer. We're using the Yamaha.
What do you mean, Zerpa? Is that all one rig package or different pieces? I'm not sure what you mean by that. You messed it up.
No, he says iRig.
Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. I didn't see the I in the rig.
Yeah, it's just.
The iRig mixer and then the iRig MIDI.
Oh yeah, no,
iMidi
they're 2
thing.
different products.
Yeah, totally. The
It does MIDI.
we actually have a
Other one does audio, and they don't integrate or anything.
the iRig MIDI is actually a gift from Corey Stardust.
It's from Mr. Stardust himself.
Mhm.
He graced us with this, and we've been dutifully putting it to good use.
Incredibly good use.
And I found this little iRig, like a used one for it was like super cheap. I would
Yeah.
definitely get one of these for having fun, for on the low. And it's got a USB power port, so you can power it off a USB bank, which is like a no-brainer for a little tiny mixer, And it's got a headphone and cue button, so you can cue left only and listen to that while the fader's down. And that's pretty awesome on a little mobile
Yeah,
setup.
we use the Wi-Fi for syncing
Syncing
everything as
only,
well.
really.
Yeah. So
did-
it's like this phone is sending the main tempo out over Wi-Fi, and then it's picked up by this phone, and then sends the analog MIDI out to my Korg Volca FM. So that
It's
way,
real crazy, but it works.
yeah, it's really funny.
It's the best way to do it because
We're taking the
Wi-Fi MIDI takes precedent, so it will never be slave. So that's one thing I've learned is the Wi-Fi MIDI will never be slave. So the Wi-Fi MIDI has to be the master because it makes everybody master. And then the MIDI out is always the slave because of obvious reasons. But you can't have analog MIDI in. Like if I was sending MIDI to the in, that could not control back over the Wi-Fi. You can't do it the other way. I've tried extensively in many different ways to get that to work, and it doesn't.
want to.
It's not the protocol. And when I was reading into it, it's because the new Ableton Link system is it makes everybody master, and so the analog in is just gonna.
No.
It won't override it.
Zerpa, the camera that you're looking through right now is actually my 6S that I'm running Streamlabs off of.
Yeah, Apple.
And Streamlabs is
An app.
an app, I'm sure you know about Streamlabs. It's like a streaming.
We can't film the phone filming though. We don't have enough small devices.
But, Streamlabs is a
Yeah.
pretty cool, web and app, website and app that utilizes a lot of your streaming capabilities, like how many people are watching and stuff, and it's got its own bot, and it has its own version of OBS and stuff. We use that for the desktop.
We could show them the audio chain for how we do the rest of the stream, because
Yeah, might as well.
the mixer goes to many places. You know, we have our headphones on the mixer, and then the main outs go to the radio station, which everybody is enjoying right now. But the monitor out goes to the recorder, which has a built-in limiter, the Tascam.
Let me get over here. Sorry, I'm reading on the phone while I'm also trying to see.
All right, I'm turning your mic down.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
But yeah, the Tascam has a limiter built into it, so there's monitor out and the jumbled cables.
So monitor out.
Yeah, here. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, really you just from the Tascam. It's a maze. It's a maze of cables.
That's what we're recording right now, and then we send the headphone out to our Q2.
And it's just the audio recorder for.
This is just basically how we get the audio to the phone itself by using.
Yeah, it goes from the Tascam. The Tascam has a limiter in it, so that's nice, and it limits. And it goes into a Q2N video camcorder.
That's pretty much how we do it.
Webcam.
Because the Q2N has the ability to be a webcam or a
Audio interface.
audio interface.
So we use the camera as an audio interface. As weird as that sounds, but it works. That's what we got to work. So
The
This is-
Tascam does record too, so that way we have
audio and video.
audio and video. But we definitely, if something were to go wrong with the stream, we definitely still have the jam recorded.
Yeah, we still have the jam no matter what, audio or video, because video and audio sometimes
Sometimes
you never know. So that way we just document everything, and it works out the best, I think. Just documenting everything both ways, because we originally did just audio recordings, obviously, and so the video is just another layer, but they become a failsafe for each other in a sense. So
well,
it's handy for the archives. You don't always want to stream the video just to listen to a good jam. But you showed the Q2N. Everybody sees the Q2N if you haven't seen it. And then our stack of, we have these USB chargers that are super handy. Buy you like at least two. Everybody buy one. It's so handy.
If you're doing stuff like this, you definitely want to have most USB charges that you can have available, and especially ones that are.
Those are high power. They do 15 amps.
Yeah, and you definitely.
And they do like at least 2 to 5 amps per port, depending on what kind of device is plugged into it.
Yeah.
They're handy. I really like them. They're like mini surges for USB.
But yeah, that's the Wednesday night setup, and also mobile.
Yeah, and Groove Cluster's
stream
usually here playing guitar over here.
Yep.
And he has an Electribe
Right over there.
and a Korg pedal, and he uses a phone too. He's got a big Plus, some sort of 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or an 11 or 12 plus. Plus, I tell you, plus, double plus good.
Well, I think that's about it. We're gonna get out of here. It's been a whole hour of streaming, and
Yeah, and we did some tutorial goodness.
yeah.
And we never do that.
Oh, we forgot. These are our lucky
So
8-bit Mario and Luigi.
it's our lucky totems.
Mario Brothers, you know.
We've tried several totems and we didn't get the luck till we got
That's right.
the Mario Brothers in on it.
Gotta have a totem.
Stream totems.
For your stream totem, jam totem, performance totem, whatever it is you're doing. If you're working with audio or visuals, streaming, you gotta get some totems. Gotta have that good luck charm. You never know what type of problems can persist.
Yeah, you gotta exercise those problems.
Thanks, Silo Drones.
Yeah.
So we're going to get out of here. Thank you all for watching. This has been 86 Bits.
Yeah, and this is a Tremendum Labs production.
Tremendum Labs production on the Perfect Glitch radio show.
Yeah, thanks for everybody tuning in. I'm gonna get some super cool music going, but we'll have to end the stream.
Yep, I can end the stream.
But if everybody wants to switch, if everybody's driving at home and you want to listen you just want to listen on the internet and not have to watch anything, you can go to kbf.org and click Listen Now on your phone's browser.
Yeah, and that's also for all of you streamers out there as well.
Yeah, if you want to get just the audio source,
if you're not in our
while you watch some games.
A lot of y'all aren't in our local area, so tune in to online radio, kbf.org. Listen now. All right, thank you guys. Everyone be safe. Tremendum Labs, 86 Bits.
Perfect Glitch.
Perfect Glitch.